Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to a two-game recap video for the Pittsburgh Steelers. My boys get 2 wins, and I'll be recapping those games for you guys. But before I get into the recap videos, I want to address you Brown fans. So we end up beating the Browns 38-7, and we end up beating the Titans 27-24. I'm gonna do a quick recap video for those two games, and I just want to say this: I want to address all of you Cleveland Brown fans who talk all that shit because that's what you guys fucking do. It's just talk of that shit, talk all that fucking shit because you were 4-1 coming into this game and you think your team's hot shit. But let me tell you, you were coming into Heinz Field. I knew right away we're gonna win this game. Do you know why? Because you fucking bums are our kryptonite at Heinz Field. You can't do shit at all to us when you're playing us at Heinz Field. We are your fucking masters and we are your fucking daddies when you play us at Heinz Field. You guys will never, ever, I'm telling you, you shitholes can never beat us at Heinz Field. You have not beaten us at Heinz Field since 2003. So, get the fuck out of here. Get the facts through your fucking heads, Cleveland Brown fans. Just make the facts. We owned you at Heinz Field, and you will never beat us as long as Mike Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger is on this team. In week six, that game, we fucking beat your that ass. We completely destroyed you guys in this matchup. And you all saying that, oh, well, Baker Mayfield is MVP. He's the best quarterback in the AFC North. What the fuck happened? 2 interceptions, and that bitch had to get benched. He had to get benched. He had to get benched unless he had some injury. And they bring in the kid, Case Keenum, that couldn't do shit. Looking at the Steelers stats, Ben Roethlisberger had 1 touchdown pass. It was to James Washington. Wide open. No one was here fucking covering him. Brown fans, your defense is complete trash. The rest of the touchdowns were pretty much rushing touchdowns. James Conner with 1 touchdown. James Conner had 101, 20 carries. This dude is a beast. And I'll say it again, when this dude is healthy, he can make plays. Like, holy shit. Chase Claypool with another rushing touchdown, similar to the one he had against the Eagles last week. Well, not last week because we had a bye week, but week 4 when we had Chase Claypool with the incredible touchdowns. Chase Claypool with a reverse rushing touchdown. Benny Snell Jr. and James Conner with the rushing all 3 rushing touchdowns and a touchdown to James Conner. And the defense I think played really, really well. We sacked Baker Mayfield multiple times. We just found the pressure. At some points, Baker Mayfield had a little bit of time to throw the ball. So anyways, going into the Browns stats. So Rashard Higgins had 1 touchdown. That was the 7 touchdowns. There's nothing really much to say. Mason Rudolph had 1 completion. They gave Ben Roethlisberger a rest at the end of the 4th quarter, which was completely reasonable because we wanted him to get healthy. Chase Claypool was absolutely amazing. Juju Smith-Schuster only 2 carries and 6 yards. We lost Devin Bush. A huge thing I want to talk about is Devin Bush. We lost Devin Bush. That really gonna hurt our defense. And Robert Spillane came through, and I think Robert Spillane was a really, really great player. Now after Devin Bush had the sack, 2 tackles and 3 assists tackle. He left the game, and the injury did not look good. And unfortunately, sometime after the game, the news came out saying that it was a torn ACL, and he'll be done for the entire season. So losing Devin Bush was really, really huge. I love the kid. I love what the kid has been doing on defense. it hurts because we lost Ben, we lost Stephon Tuitt last season, and Devin Bush is a huge impact on this defense, and I really gonna miss seeing the kid. Um, and Deontay Johnson was actually hurt in this game, so he didn't play. So anyways, we fucking owned the Cleveland Browns at Heinz Field. We beat them 38-7, and we go 5-0 for the first time since 1978, I believe. So anyways, that's the week 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 6 or week 5. I don't even remember. Whatever. I'll put it in the title. But anyways, that was the Cleveland and Pittsburgh matchup. My Steelers come up with the win, 38-7. What a win! We're 5-0 for the first time since 1978, and we're gonna go to the game that just ended a couple hours ago. This game gave me the biggest heart attack. Holy shit! The Steelers completely dominated in the first half, and we only scored 3 points in the second half. The Titans had a huge comeback, but it came down to a missed field goal. We end up winning 27-24. What a fucking heart attack game. We were up what? We were up 24-7 at half. And wow, they just came back. Hats off to the Titans on a huge comeback. Ryan Tannehill had 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had a touchdown. Derrick Henry killed us in the second half, and but honestly, he had 20 carries and 75 yards. We were able to stop Derrick Henry, and I'm talking about this to all you Steelers fans watching. This rush defense that the Steelers have is it's serious. It's elite, and I think it's gonna make something happen. I think it can be a great defense. I think this rush defense obviously is gonna be top 3, but um, our pass defense was there a little bit. I think the pass defense needs a little bit um work on. AJ Brown killed us in a couple of yards, 6 receptions, 153 yards. AJ Brown was a beast, 1 touchdown. Corey Davis, 1 touchdown. Ryan Tannehill went 220 yards. He had 18 completions and 30 attempts. There was a quarterback that came out. He didn't get anything. He didn't have a completion, so they put Ryan Tannehill back. So looking at the Steelers stats, Ben Roethlisberger just a horrendous game in the second half. He went 32 completions out of 49 attempts. He went 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he fucking threw 3 interceptions. 2 of them, I blame him. 2 of those interceptions was just a bad call. At the end of the half, he tried to throw it in the end zone, picked off, and then he tries to throw it to Juju Smith-Schuster in double or triple coverage in the end zone again when we could have tied the game. We could have ended the game there, but he ended up second time throwing it in the end zone. Trying to get it into that Juju Smith-Schuster. But it's intercepted. That's 2 interceptions. Well, there was another interception that was tipped and then picked off. That was horrible play. James Conner had 12 carries and 82 yards. He was a complete beast. Benny Snell had 1 rushing touchdown. It was a pretty good touchdown. And Deontay Johnson, oh man, he had the 2 touchdown passes. One of them was off of a stupid, what was it? I think it was like a holding or a interference call. That put us back on like 1st and goal on the 15, and then a beautiful pass from Ben Roethlisberger to Deontay Johnson. And the second one brought us 14-0, I believe. Yeah, 14-0 or something. Minka Fitzpatrick had a really bad interference call that caused the Titans to make it up to 24-27. It was a 3-point game. And I forgot to tell you guys that Juju Smith-Schuster, was it Deontay Johnson? Deontay Johnson did get injured again. He kind of was walking off, so that kind of hurt us. Injuries just keep coming for this Steelers team. Like, holy crap. You know, Overall, I think defense played okay. We didn't really get a lot of sacks. Vince Williams and DJ Watt had some nice I give all my credit to the rush defense on shutting down Derrick Henry. I mean, like Derrick Henry did kill us on some of the plays, but overall, I give the rush defense a great job on shutting down Derrick Henry. But like the reason why we struggled, like this was an ugly win because we were making so many mistakes in the second half. Ben Roethlisberger making plays was just horrendous in the second half. The defense couldn't make a stop. I mean, we kind of did towards the end, but like the Titans could have gotten a touchdown, but the defense came down when we needed it, and then it was a 46-yard touchdown. It was a 46-yard field goal to try to tie the game. Rob Gronkowski misses the field goal. Steeler fans, including myself, goes nuts. We end up going 6-0, baby. Holy shit, we survived this mess. We play the Baltimore Ravens next week, and I'm just gonna say, if we play like this in the second half against the Ravens, we can't afford Justin Tucker. Whether we're there, Justin Tucker was just a phenomenal kicker for the Ravens. Like honestly, I don't follow Ravens. I don't even fucking know if he's still on the fucking team anymore or not. But Justin Tucker can hit a really long field goal, and this defense needs to step up if we want to beat this Ravens team. Um, because if we beat the Ravens next week, it's going to be huge because we're giving them a loss and we have a huge lead in the AFC North. It's going to be a great game. And with that win, we are 6-0. Holy crap. Oh, wow. But anyways, that is the recap video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.